the state was first to protect the security internal and external, plus ensuring rule of law and order. And second one was to regulate some aspects of functioning of state. But is the modern concept of welfare state, was it present in Ashokan period, Mauryan period, or Gupta period, that handing out like some form of material?
So this is interesting because the Kautilyan state was very much about maintaining order, creating a system of enforcement of contracts and justice, about basic regulation of various activities, about creating infrastructure so that trade and other things or defense could be carried out. So this is what Kautilya want. So he would argue this is what leads to the welfare of the people. And yes, there are some regulations where you help the poor or whatever. But generally speaking, he is not a welfarist in the way the word is used today. He would argue that welfarism doesn't need to welfare. Ashoka is clearly from the other school of thought. He's about the state being the Mai Baap Sarkar. And so, therefore, it's the state's problem to provide for welfare. It's not about the state generically looking after frameworks of governance. So this is the very big difference between the two lines of thought. Kautilya is much more about frameworks of governance, and Ashoka is very much about a all-pervasive state which is, at least in their mind, benign.
So, sir, was the concept of redistribution of wealth present in the Indian context as well?
Not in these texts. Obviously, there is taxation is an important thing, but the way it is not like it's a progressive, at least I have not come across any kinds of progressive taxation, etc. Although you do have fines and so on very often at different levels for different, a more senior official being fined will be fined more than a junior official and that kind of thing. But generally speaking, it was not progressive taxation or redistribution of wealth, no. The idea was generally, as far as the state was concerned, this is how it would be done. Now there is a underlying conception of dharma, which I have not gotten into in this, where the idea was that it was the issue of, it was the job of the king to ensure that the poor people were looked after. So there is throughout these texts very often a mention of dharma being very important. But it doesn't, at least Kautilya doesn't then explain what dharma is in very great detail. But in the epics, of course, particularly this Shanti Parva has a long discussion on what dharma means and so on. So there are bits and flashes and things come in, but Kautilya does not mention welfarism in a systematic way. Other places, yes, helping the poor and all is there. But it doesn't, again, not clear delineation about what exactly it meant in practice. The principle does pop up, yes.